Hello Aquarius, welcome. June 2022. For some reason I wanted to say 2021. Who knows? This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or cross watchers. Everybody is welcome. This is for June 2022. Okay, what do we need to know? Love life, general, any messages that we're getting, career, destiny, the whole bit. Some cards have just dropped out. Let's put them over here. Using the Lightseers Tarot, and there will be an extended reading, and the link is in the description box below the video. So if this really resonates with you, you can take it further with that. What do we need to know? Yes, let's get the star for our Aquarians. It's always good to get your own card, your own astrological card. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. What do we need to know? Aquarius. Oh! Aquarius. That was good. I like that as well. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How have you been, Aquarius? How is your week going? Let me know in the comment section. Tell me what you had for breakfast. If you watch my daily channel, I'm obsessed with what everyone has for breakfast. I know. I don't care. Cold pizza, last night's takeout, or overnight oats. You know, some people are healthy. I've heard this. I knew you were going to get the Magician as well. Okay. Woof. Woof. Now, your readings for the last probably 6 months have all been to do with this is coming, a revelation is coming, something is kaboom, you know, and I've been feeling it for ages. And this one is no exception. It just feels like maybe this is like one of those really, really slow tidal waves. Or maybe you're in a situation that's quite stuck, is what I'm getting for some of you. You know, to different degrees. The image that I'm getting in my head is like sort of going through mud or something that's quite sticky and trying to, you know, when you're sort of like that and if you were actually walking through toffee, it feels to me like that. So you may be feeling that your life is quite toffee-like. Don't they say it's, oh no, that's pear-shaped, isn't it? I'm just thinking of like toffee apples and things like that. I know, one of those readings. It feels like, particularly in terms of your relationships with people, that there's something, you know, like those dreams that you have where you dream that you're being chased and then you go into slow motion right when you didn't need to go into slow motion. It feels like that. And that might be how the momentum has been checking in with you, where you're just thinking, God, there's something very cyclical about this. You know, I've done this before, or we've done this for ages, or I always find myself in this kind of state. And I want things to change, okay? Your overall energy card is the Tower. I know. I love this Tower, by the way. I think it's more of a sort of landslide, more of a natural nature thing about it than there is about the, you know, when you see the tower and it's like, rah, and people sort of hanging out of windows and falling and all the rest of it. This is more, well, I mean, it has kind of butterflies on it for a start. It has a sense of this must come down rather than someone's bringing it down. You know, it's nature. It gets to this point. It's where this land has been built on a false kind of promise or just a negative promise or premise, and it's coming down for you. Okay, the other overall energy card that you get is that Page of Pentacles. Things being slow and steady. I mean, it's good. I like the Page of Pentacles. It's not a negative card. But Aquarians, as far as I know them, and I know a lot of Aquarians, aren't very slow and steady in that way. They are steadfast, you know, like I feel that Aquarius, that you are consistent actually. But within that consistency, or because the Aquarians I know are good within a framework. They know how to work structure, whether it's in personal relationships or whether it's at work or just in life. You know, they know how to be in society in a structure. They don't necessarily want to be in society in the structure or follow the rules or whatever it is, but that's another thing. But there needs to be within that some glints of excitement for Aquarians. It needs to move at a pace inside that structure, rather than more like Capricorn, where it would just be there is a structure, it takes as long as it takes, I calmly follow that structure. Aquarians are like, yeah, I want to do this. So there's something here that's taking a long time, and it may be making you feel impatient, and for some of you it may be a close personal relationship, and or also I'm getting what you're doing at work. And I say that carefully because I don't necessarily mean it's your job. I feel like it's the people at your job. I feel whether it's work or whether it's love, it's people. This is about you and people, okay? Let's have a look at your cards. Let's flip the camera. Woof. Okay. And let's just scooch him over a little bit. So we're using the Light Seers, which I think is just a magnificently beautiful tarot deck, really. Okay. So let's start with the one that's hiding behind the box. As well he might, because he is the Magician. Excuse me, hang on. Why did that stick in my throat? This card I saw before it came out. And that happens now and again. And also for me, the Magician is Aquarius. So alongside him, you've got the real Aquarius card that any book will tell you is the Aquarius card, the Star. Gorgeous energy, okay? But more importantly for me, I've always viewed the Magician as Aquarius. Now, as a tarot reader, you build up your own quirks and your own, you know, characters and who means what and what means who. For me, the Magician is Aquarius. So this is you at the kind of height of your powers, at the height of your Aquariusness, okay? The Magician, I feel like it's kind of, it's to do with manifesting, but maybe not formal manifesting. So I don't necessarily mean you've got your vision boards, although God, you know, it's a good thing to do. But I feel like what's happening here, there now switches. Oh, I think it's been here for a while. It probably switched last month actually. But now you're seeing some, because Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of June. Hallelujah. I think that by the sort of middle of this month, you're finding ways that you can affect your life more creatively. In other words, you can take more decisions about your destiny, about relationships, about where you want to go next, rather than feeling like you're going through the motions of something because you can't change it and you don't know how and you feel like you should just stick with it. Okay, you also have that Star card, and when you get the Star card, again, it's like pulling the star down. It's a kind of, it is manifestation. You are manifesting, whether you like it or not, almost. Whereas before, I feel like you were almost living outside your own life. And I bet that's a feeling that you've had. You know, that feeling of that you're on like a third party, almost watching yourself get up and go to work, or get up and go and see that person, or get up and be with this person, or get up and act this way or behave that way. And the Tower comes in as an interrupter of this. And you've been getting this reading and this vibe for ages. But I do feel, if you think of this like a fault line or something, like with this Tower card, just going to take that card as well, put that over there. If you look at this Tower card, like I said, in nature, in order to have some sort of landslide, the mud needs to build up. And it's weird because that's the image I had of you in the beginning, is walking through mud. I feel like there's stuff sticking to you and you've let it stick because you had to get by. You know, we go through phases in our life, whether it's personal relationships, whether it's everything in our life at that particular time. We go through phases where it isn't the right time. And actually when Mercury's retrograde, it isn't the right time normally. It isn't the right time to make waves or to recreate or to let the tower fall, you know. You can know that it's there. And I feel like in a particular situation that you're in, Aquarius, you felt the mud bank like forming and you've known that it needed to fall. But you maybe it wasn't the right time. You didn't have the right facilities to deal with it. You didn't have the right emotional kind of solidity to deal with it. It looks like things take a softer turn for the better with this. There's a chance here. The universe hasn't been, and this happens. Sometimes you're more kind of manifesty than others. Sometimes the universe really lets you take the reins and sometimes you go through the phase of just walking through. And I feel like with the Star and the Magician, there's an opportunity here to affect the outcome of something that you may have thought was inevitable or lost or not possible for you. Next to the Magician, the Five of Wands, where nothing seems to work out. Nothing seems to go right. You know, it's that clash. It's a network of difficulty. It's bad timing. No timing, just not seeing eye to eye. If it's a work situation, it can be a lack of cooperation within a group, too many people trying to rule something, a sense of, do you know what the Five of Wands is? The Five of Wands is the back of my TV. Back of my TV is honestly just, God. I want to know in the comments section, tell me what the back of your TV looks like. I mean, I reckon that we fall into two camps here. Cable tidies and Snake's wedding. Okay? That's what I reckon it is. Back of my TV, I was just saying the other day, if you took everything out, I don't think I could put any of it back. I don't know how it got there. It's just like, I don't even want to look at it. I don't even care. It's just, it's a mystery, okay? Five of Wands is like that. It's like, how did we get to this point? Why is it so messy? Why are there so many crossed wires? That's what I get. And then the Magician, if you think of the back of your telly, right? The Magician does that thing in that Disney cartoon where you don't want to do the washing up. And the wizard, you know, I can't remember that, Fantasia, I think. The wizard does it with the magic wand. Someone just goes, the Magician goes, you don't have to be knee deep in cables, Gemma. You can just manifest cable tidies. So imagine the relationship situation that you're in, whether it's at work, whether it's with somebody or just in your life. The universe is going to give you an opportunity to make it into cable tidies without having to wade through it or read the manual. Whoever wants to read a manual? Not me. Okay, Knight of Swords, a very Aquarian card and very welcome. When we get the Knight of Swords, this is air sign energy coming at you, okay? It's quick, like, woohoo! I must get on my bike. I must deliver this news. We've got the bird ahead and he's got his bow and arrow. It's like communication, like, ching. It's got that slightly, sire, I've come to give you a note, you know, on the battlefield. I have a missive that will affect the whole war. And breathlessly kind of unpeeling the wax thing. It's the modern version of that, getting on his bike and delivering some news. something comes in for you that's a bit of a game changer with the Knight of Swords. And I like it. I don't think that you will recognise it at first. I think that you will... I think that you've been kind of in the stuck bit for so long that when it does come in, you won't notice, but it will creep in. But also it's in the form of a communication of some kind. So an email, a letter, a phone call, news. It's news. It's delivering news. This person is delivering news to you. Okay? And this is something you have been waiting for. We've got the Empress. The Empress is the mother in waiting. This is the person, we've got the moon cycle up here. So also check your moon cycle. You can Google it or get a moon diary like I've got. The moon cycle is important. Waxing, waning, full moons, new moons, the lot. Pay attention. We have a gorgeous full moon in Sagittarius. When is it? 14th of June. Oh, supermoon. Full moon in Sag is just delish. I think a full moon in Sag is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't be better. And then we also have another delish new moon in Cancer on the 29th. Again, this is a beaut. If you want to manifest that cable tidy effect on a relationship where things stop being like this and start being much more streamlined, much more aligned, much more that you can communicate and that there is flow. Yeah, go with that. Go with the moon energy. Use the new moon energy in particular. Use the full moon to let go of what needs to be let go of with the Tower. You know, admit what you need to let go. That's a big one. And with the new moon, plant the seeds. Here we are with the Ace of Pentacles. The big old seed is here, okay? Now, we also have the Queen of Pentacles down here. I love the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles has that seed to plant, but she's not in a hurry. She's not checking her watch. She's not checking her phone. She is enjoying the experience where she is. And that's really important at every stage of this for you, Aquarius, that you are enjoying the experience of being where you are, okay? Even if you feel it's not far on enough or you want it to be quicker, the more you can sink in and enjoy the stage that you're at, even if it's a frustrating stage, the better, okay? Then up here, the Queen of Cups. I love the combination of these two queens. Queen of Cups is you using your juju, okay? Whatever your juju is, and it's different for everybody. I believe everybody has their own individual juju that they can use. The way that you know how things go well for you if you do this. You know that if you let go of this, this happens. You know that if you hold on to this, you never get what you want. It's the experience of being you. Now that card that we flipped over earlier on, the Two of Pentacles. This is where you take that Ace of Pentacles here and you juggle it up and you swing it around and you kind of do some juggling, and something that Aquarians are really good at actually, which is changing it up. Something about your situation needs to change, and it doesn't necessarily need to be the whole thing. When you get Jupiter in Capricorn, which is the Two of Pentacles, it's more a feeling of juggling some plates or adjusting tweaking something that's already within your structure rather than blowing up the whole structure. Okay, that's why I'm saying that your tower is more of an organic tower rather than this whole thing must come down, we're going to raise it to the ground and then we're going to build something else. No, this is it's like a disintegration of what isn't needed. Okay? And I like that. Over here, well, we saved the best till last. Isn't this gorgeous? You've got the 10 of Cups with the 9 of Wands. Now, the 10 of Cups, oh, what a beauty. This is Mars in Pisces. It's a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous thing. Happily ever after, feeling maximum love vibes, Really, really happy with your wash, happy with your person, happy with your situation. It's where you want to be. It's love, you know, times 11. Now, with the Nine of Wands, the question I would want to ask with this is, what is standing in the way of that? And the bigger question I would ask, which is always quite a difficult question to ask yourself, is, what am I doing that's standing in the way of love for me? Okay, and it may seem like a weird question. There's just people shouting in the street randomly. What's standing in the way of your love, people? What's standing in the way? Are you too boundaried about something? Are you not boundaried enough? There's something, as there always is with the Nine of Wands, about boundaries, about what needs to be in and what needs to be out. And I think that's a big thing for you as well. Okay, let's do some Romance Angel Oracle cards. And in the extended reading, I'm going to get a different deck. I'm going to do a love reading, and I'm going to look at the Tower. I'm going to expand on the Tower, like what is the lightning part of it. I'm going to look at the Magician, the Ten of Cups, and the Star, but I'm also going to look at a potential person that you're dealing with who is not on the table at the moment. The person seems to be off the table is what I'm getting, which is a weird vibe. Let's do some Romance Angel Oracle cards for you, lovely Aquarius. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Off. That one, we'll talk about that one. Woof! Well, we have had Mercury Retrograde. Release your ex. Yep, that's it. Okay. Let's deal with the simple one first. We've got attraction. Attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Do you remember we talked about Queen of Cups here? That's what she does. She doesn't need the change to happen to feel better, and that's really important. You're waiting for a change, okay? That's definitely what this is. You're waiting for a change and it's going to happen, okay? But until you feel just as good without it, it's not going to come. And that is just the way it is when you get the Magician card, okay? Forgiving and learning. Oof. Eek. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Whenever we get this one, it's that thing. Do you remember I said, how are you holding yourself back? And that's what forgiving and learning is about. You always want to think about forgiving the other person, maybe, or learning what the other person did. That's there, but it's more about you. And it's more about you releasing and healing the past. That's that Tower. What needs to slide, what needs to go, what needs to be released. Okay? Let your friends help you. Nice. Ask for and accept support from others, from your besties, from whoever it is that you can trust. Or if it's you haven't got access to your friends, think about going online and finding like-minded people. Maybe look at some YouTube videos. People you can relate to, people you can trust that just have a message for you. Take down a book off your bookshelf, open it at a random page and see what's on there. See what advice is there. We're all fellow humans. There's advice everywhere. And then this one, release your ex. Woohoo! Time has come to clear your energy. Do some of you have an ex file going on here? Do some of you have a person who has an ex file and needs to release that energy? Okay, the time has come to clear your energy. Even if this is a person who isn't an ex, and you're in a sort of on-off or a situationship, what's gone on before, the Tower wants certain parts of this to go, to be let go, to not keep going back to it, okay? That's not the kind of energy that it wants. Woof. Let's have an oracle card for you, lovely Aquarius. Oh God, these oracle cards are so accurate. Okay, let's go back to face only. There we are. So I can show you this one properly. This is Colette Baron Reid, Wisdom of the Oracle. Isn't it just go the distance? I know. I know. The spots are actually coming off this. Is it a leopard? Never know with animals. Go the distance. It's not, hasn't been happening as quick as you've wanted anyway for ages, okay? This is no different. It's not like a lightning thing, but you've got that Knight of Swords, that kind of injection of energy. It's not going to stay the same, okay? Rest assured of that. You have your Tower energy. You have that ability for something to move. The universe is going to move something here. And that's great news for you, Aquarius. Let's have an angel oracle card about it. Where are they? There they are. Angel oracle card for Aquarius. What do we need to know? That one's quite strong. Ooh. Okay, do a little dance. Right. I call this one the bowling ball of balance. Okay, you could be dealing with a Libran or need Libran energy in this. This is the balance between knowing and forgetting about something, what's important for you to keep and what's okay for you to let go. Okay, and also manifesting and being happy with what you've got. Guess what other card you get, Aquarius? You get manifestation, and look, it's got a piece missing out of it there. Do you know what happened there? If you've watched my channel for a while, if you've watched the dailies, that's when I left my crystal ball accidentally on the table and the sun shone through and set fire to my oracle cards. I know, and I sat here for ages. I think one of them, I was doing a video and I was like, what's that smell? As this tiny little plume of smoke is rising from my Doreen Virtue card. I was like, oh. Anyway, manifestation, you got it. Here it is. It's the M word, manifestation. You are doing this almost whether you like it or not. Would it be better if you got on board and started doing your vision boards and lighting yourself up? Yes, it would. Okay, it really, really would. Get to it. And romance. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. This is beautiful. This goes with your 10 of Cups. What you want, Aquarius, is very possible. And it's closer than you think. But you still do need to go the distance in some way. Okay, which will be frustrating, but also you're really getting there, and I really want you to know that. Sorry about that, my camera just switched off. Okay, let's just follow up the romance card with a couple of wisdom of the hidden realms. I just want to get about this tension between kind of trying to make something happen and playing the long game. Yeah, I get that. I think there are going to be times when you are going to have doubts, definitely. Yes, definitely. Okay, look at this. We have the prison waif, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. That is when you're looking and saying, where is it? Why hasn't it happened yet? Why is it taking so long? So in terms of manifesting something, or just the good juju of knowing that the 10 of Cups is coming to you, this is somehow almost kind of not holding it back yourself by looking for it, but definitely not getting into the alignment energy for it. We also get, the hungry ghost, which is the same kind of energy, obsession, scarcity consciousness, and attachment to the outcome. Now, life is like that, Aquarius. I've never quite worked this out. As soon as we really, really want something, as soon as we really kind of get our claws into it, or we attach to it, or we attach a lot of importance to it, we can almost kind of give it this push away energy, okay? And we want to get into opening the floodgates of alignment energy. And to this end, we get the web weaver. Lovely. Synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. This is about the bigger picture for you this month. It's the bigger picture, okay? And that is, as a human, it's difficult to see when you're in it, okay? So just have faith in that 10 of Cups. Have faith in the outcome. Aquarius, I'm going to go do your extended reading. It's the link in the description box. Do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Namaste.